I'm Michelle Ostrander, President and CEO of Freedom Service Dogs, and this is Chipper, our FSD ambassador dog, and we want to welcome you to our first ever virtual graduation. Soon you will get to meet our 2020 summer graduates, and we are so excited. The mission of Freedom Service Dogs is to unleash the potential of dogs by transforming them into custom-trained, life-changing assistance dogs for people in need. And our clients include veterans with post-traumatic stress, traumatic brain injury, children and teens with autism or other neurocognitive disabilities, and teens and adults with mobility disabilities, including spinal cord injuries, cerebral palsy, multiple sclerosis, and more. Since our inception in 1987, we have served and graduated more than 500 client dog teams. And we also provide lifetime support for all of our active clients. And currently we have 200 active clients that we help with ongoing training, recertifications, and even a successor dog should they need one. At FSD, we are committed to providing our life-changing service dogs and lifetime support at no cost to our clients. As you can imagine, with the coronavirus pandemic and the economic downturn, that has been a challenge. We have had to make some very difficult decisions, but all the while we have remained focused on our mission of training service dogs for people in need. I'm very proud that despite our challenges, we have been able to do that. Since we can't be together in person, you're about to see some homemade videos from our clients speaking from their heart about what an FSD service dog means to them. I'm so excited that you joined us to celebrate this milestone with our graduates as they journey towards more happiness, hope, and independence with their service dog by their side. I want to thank everyone for joining us. I want to especially thank our amazing Freedom Service Dog staff who work so hard each and every day, our volunteers who dedicate their time and talents to us, our generous community of supporters, and our sponsors for today's team. We can't do this without you. We are eternally grateful for your support. So now it is time to meet our summer 2020 graduates.
Our first graduating team is Ben and Lapis. Ben is a U.S. Air Force veteran with PTSD, and Lapis was custom trained to retrieve dropped items and help Ben navigate public spaces so he can attend more of his son's school events. This team is sponsored by Joan Ouderkirk.
My name is Ben, 38 years old. Came to Freedom Service Dogs just looking to acquisitioning a service animal because there's a lot of things I struggle with, combat, related stress. Because sometimes when my triggers, I'm not able to cognitively be present sometimes, and so she really helps with staying present. But when I'm out with Lapis, I can just constantly engage with her, trying to treat her and monitor her behavior and stay engaged with her. So we built a connection. I felt like it's pretty powerful. She took a little while for me to get, I guess, used to and be able to read the body language, and that's really, I think, with practicing mindfulness is really all about it's monitoring your senses and staying present. And she helps me do that, so it's amazing. The first night I got her, I was I was laying in my bed after we got settled down. It was really kind of the first day where we had really trained together, and I felt discouraged, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, just all those doubts and everything that I had just kind of subsided. When we finally, I was able to finally take her home for a visit and overnight, and I was sobbing uncontrollably in my bed, kind of triggered. She jumps up and she starts licking my neck, almost immediately, pulls me out of that thought process. So it was a really good grounding skill that I really didn't teach her or tell anybody that that's what I needed. She just kind of knew it. Well, so thank you to everyone at Freedom Service Dogs that helped Lapis and I get to this crossroad. It's, at the end of the day, it's really why I came here, is to get that assistance from you all. So thank you for that.
Our next team is Dale and Quest. Dale is a U.S. Army veteran with PTSD, traumatic brain injury, and physical limitations. Quest helps Dale by retrieving dropped items and relieving his anxiety in crowds. This team is sponsored by Gilda Kaplan.
So my name's Dale, and this is Quest, my new team member or teammate, and we just finished our training, and I'm really excited. I think sometimes she's excited, sometimes she's worn out. She's a fantastic dog. So I'm a veteran and have had plenty of opportunities for PTS moments. They call it layered PTS, and then some TBI. I was a paratrooper for 82nd Airborne Division and had 27 jumps, and 26 of them were good, and the other one wasn't. And so now I have a lot of new body parts. I have some metal and some mechanical and some electrical things that make me operate. So Quest is going to help me with the physical side of retrieving and even pulling me up on occasion. She's already helping me with just keeping my head straight and focused. I've had a fantastic experience here with Freedom Service Dogs. I was just so amazed at the quality of the process, all the way from the application to the interviews. It's the concern about the dogs and the concern about the clients and making sure that the matches are good. I think veterans in particular know what the word hopelessness means. And so for me, and for a lot of veterans, I would say it's hard for us to reach out. It's hard for us not to pull up our own bootstraps and keep on going. You know, we were told when you run into a wall, either break through it, climb over it, or if you want to, just check around the corner and see if there's a door. And so Quest is a door for me. I checked around the corner on the internet and found that there are people that care enough about people that they don't even know to provide this incredible facility, remarkable staff and training. And it all starts with the funding. In my time all summer long and into the fall and winter in the hospital, there was not an expectation of survival. And I can remember very clearly one night when I was thinking about, should I give up? Because it was so hard and it hurt so much. And I was quarantined for that entire time. And then I started thinking about the things and the hopelessness that I was living at the time, and discouragement from the doctors. And, of course I thought about my family, and I thought about the service dog that I didn't even know. And I just want you to know that 10 or 15 or 20 very fortunate and blessed people receive a service dog every year from Freedom Service Dogs because of awesome donors and people. But there are 60 or 70 or 100 more waiting. And in my case, it was the hope of having a service dog that carried me through a really rough time. And so I want to encourage the staff and the volunteers and certainly the supporters, that you're not just helping 10 or 15 people. You helped me before I even met Quest, and before we even went through training. And it was because of the hope that you provided for me having a partner that could lift me up in tough times.
Danny and Mentor are our next graduates. Danny is a 6-year veteran of the U.S. Air Force who is studying to become a licensed professional counselor, hoping to help fellow veterans. Mentor helps Danny navigate public places and create space in crowds. This team is sponsored by Vets Helping Heroes.
Hello, my name is Danny, and my service dog's name is Mentor. Mentor has really helped me with my anxiety and my PTSD by being there for me. The biggest thing that really changed for me and was really the biggest motivation to why I approached FSD was that I was starting to miss a lot of people. I missed a lot of teammates. Being diagnosed with PTSD when you're in active duty really changes the whole situation. It became a very isolating event, and after losing so many friends, I realized things really needed to change, and that's where Mentor comes into the situation. And by having Mentor, he really helped me get out more. He helped me start socializing and changing the way that I was living my life. One of the big things that I'm really looking forward to is traveling with Mentor, going on hikes. That's one thing that I really haven't been able to do because just the overall anxiety of not really having people around or someone to deal with because of not being able to relate. I feel it's changed because having Mentor really fills that gap. And that's one of the really big things that I'm looking forward to doing. If you're on the fence about getting a service dog, I would say it's a worthy option. You should really look at it. For myself, I used to compare myself to a lot of other veterans. I used to think, well, I'm not missing a leg or I'm not missing an arm. I don't really need a service dog. But my PTSD got so bad that I isolated myself and I changed who I was. And by having a service dog, that really changed for me. And it really helped me through my therapy, and it's still helping me today. I want to thank the FSD staff for training Mentor and helping me through this process. I would also like to thank all the contributors and sponsors that helped pay for this program. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Thank you.
Our next graduates are David and Mr. David is a U.S. Army veteran with PTSD, and Mr. provides assistance by retrieving his lifeline device and other items, interrupting nightmares, and providing support in crowds.
Hi, I'm David Schaefer, and this is Mr. And first time I met him was probably about a month, maybe a month and a half ago, where he came and we played a little bit for a couple hours, and then it's like we bonded right there in probably about 10 minutes, and I was like, okay, he's going to do something really good for me. And what's funny is during class, the first week was kind of getting to know him a little bit, and then I get really angry, frustrated, stressed when I'm in like vehicle and traffic and stuff. And I was getting really stressed. We're going to go to a dog park or a city park, and the next thing I know was he sensed it because I was kind of getting agitated, and he just jumped right up and nudged me in the back of my head or my arm, and it just took me out of that zone where I get so stressed. And so then it's like, okay, he knows me. He's really going to do it. And, I have PTS, and I also have some mobility issues. He's done really good. He's picked up his leash for me when it drops. He does all that good stuff that I don't have to bend over and kill my back anymore. And there's nights where I guess I've done the jerking around and having the nightmares, and he's actually like nudged me over with his body, putting his weight on me. All in all, he's probably going to be the best thing to get me out to enjoy life and not be so stressed like I usually am. So, yeah, he's my battle buddy. I'm very happy that they allowed me to have this opportunity, because it's something that's going to change my life for good.
Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Jackson and Wendy are our next graduates. Jackson is an exuberant 12-year-old young man with autism, and Wendy has been trained to snuggle with Jackson and help him stay calm in times of stress with a nudge of her nose. This team is sponsored by the Gary and Leslie Howard Foundation.
Well, I like Wendy because she's always happy. She comes to me in the mornings. She goes crazy. We get up, we play sometimes in the morning. We rest at nighttime. We have fun. I pet her. I rub her belly. Sometimes I feed her treats to be good. Sometimes I take her out in public. Sometimes we do what we need. Because she's my dog.
What are some things she does that helps you?
Licking me sometimes helps me relieve my stress sometimes.
All right. Do you have a favorite part you'd like to rub, Wendy?
Stomach. Easy.
Yeah. Is there anything special that Wendy does when you play with her?
Wiggle butts. Done.
What was that? Say it louder.
I said wiggle her butts.
Yeah, she does the wiggle butts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will wiggle my butt for the rest of my life.
Our next team is Joshua and Champion. Joshua is a U.S. Air Force veteran, and Champion helps ground Joshua during debilitating spells of vertigo and blackouts caused by Meniere's disease. This team is sponsored by QuickTag.
Hello everyone, I am Josh. This handsome guy is Champ. Champion's a 2-year-old yellow lab. Back in 2016, I was diagnosed with Meniere's disease, which is an inner ear disorder that affects my hearing and my balance. Champion has been taught that during an attack, which can last anywhere from minutes to hours, to provide me the comfort when I am disoriented, such as he'll lay on my legs, provide me that comfort. In his pack, he carries medication. In the event he's not carrying his medication, Champ has been taught to retrieve a phone. He's been taught to retrieve a person or even retrieve medication. Without Champ, he's changed my life. He's been able to provide not only myself but my family a peace of mind, knowing that in any event that I do have an attack, that Champ is there to provide me the help that I need. I can't thank the folks at Freedom Service Dogs enough. He's been able to provide me the normal life that I can live with having Meniere's disease. So again, thank you, FSD.
Lisa and Pasta are our next graduates. Lisa is a social worker who advises students at the Disability Resources and Services Center at CU Denver. Pasta has been trained as a professional therapy dog who works alongside Lisa to ease her clients' anxiety during appointments and while taking tests or doing schoolwork. This team is sponsored by Dr. Marty Pets.
Hi, my name's Lisa, and this is my co-therapist, Pasta. Hi, buddy. And we became a professional therapy team about a week ago. We matched on July 15th and then did training beginning of August. I went to DU to get my master's in social work, and then I also got an animal-assisted social work certificate. And through that program, I learned a lot about different interventions with having a therapy dog. It's been hard to know all the different cues that Pasta knows and really work with him. He knows it all. He's done really well. And so for me to kind of catch up has been the biggest challenge. And we've gotten there. We passed the test, and we've been working on training every day since, and I'm really excited to see what will be next for us as COVID disappears, hopefully, and we can get back to being in the office and working together. So thank you, Freedom Service Dogs, for all you've done and all your support, and I really appreciate having you as a connection for me in any area with Pasta. So thank you again, and I'm so excited to have this opportunity.
Our next graduating team is Rick and Blue Jay. Rick is a U.S. Army veteran, and Blue Jay helps alleviate Rick's symptoms of PTSD by getting him out of the house more often and supporting him in crowds. This team is sponsored by Vets Helping Heroes.
Hi, my name's Rick, and I'm here with Blue Jay, my Freedom Service dog. I call him Blue for short. I applied for a service dog initially because I suffer from combat-related PTSD, and so I had a difficult time getting out to stores and shops and restaurants and places like that. and Blue helps with that. He does a great job of keeping the focus off of me, gives me something to focus on to keep my anxiety down. It helps me get out to the different places and get out in public more. He's also great at home, just as a companion. And we live on a small ranch in eastern Colorado, and he's great to be a good work partner. Mostly he's a supervisor and helps me take care of the animals out here. Just a great companion to have with me during the day. We do want to thank everybody at Freedom Service Dogs for everything you guys do. You guys did a great job, and he's fantastic. And also to all the folks that donate to Freedom Service Dogs. Without you and your financial support, the sponsors, people getting service dogs like this just wouldn't be possible. So thank you for everything you do.
Our final graduating team is Virginia and Rumi. Virginia is a U.S. Army veteran who experiences daily challenges of PTSD, fatigue, and pain issues limiting her mobility. Rumi assists Virginia by creating space around her in crowds, interrupting anxiety, retrieving dropped items, and tugging open drawers.
Rumi was born to be my service dog. She was trained for 1 year and 6 months as the positive to the negative parts of my disabilities. That thought causes me to feel free now. I encounter a deep sense of appreciation that spurs me on to try harder in that moment, for the day, for the future. She runs down a boggling list of cues without hesitation, as though she were doing it for the first time. Rumi presents herself to me every day and puts 100% into whatever task is at hand. That encourages me to put every ounce of my strength into every step with her. Constantly, Rumi offers love without compromise. Rumi is alive for me, so that I can alleviate those things. I want to thank everyone at FSD who had a hand in anything and everything to bring the Rumi team together. Thanks to the entire organization of Freedom Service Dogs for walking this very long and difficult road with me and finding the right service dog finally for me. Surely there could have been none better, and this is the way it was meant to be.
Congratulations to all of our summer 2020 graduates. We are so very proud of you for all of your hard work and dedication. I want to again thank our sponsors for today's teams. We could not do this work without you. And thanks to everyone who joined us for this virtual graduation. We are so excited to bring our teams to you to share. And as you may know, we are working hard to train the future generation of service dogs so that we can serve the more than 90 clients on our wait list. As a nonprofit organization, we are dependent upon donations from the community. And we are feeling the loss of revenue. We have had to cancel all of our events this year due to the coronavirus pandemic. But we are also feeling the support you are giving us. You are helping us remain strong and resilient. If you have been inspired by the hard work and the incredible transformation you have witnessed today, I hope you'll consider a donation to help us to continue to provide these amazing service dogs to the more than 90 people on our wait list. And to encourage you even more, the Patterson Foundation has donated a very generous matching gift of $44,500. So if you donate between now and September 30th, your donation will be matched dollar for dollar. So please help us serve more clients and make twice the impact with your donation by donating today. Thank you again for joining us. We appreciate all that you do to support Freedom Service Dogs. We hope you'll join us again in December as we celebrate our December graduates.